Tales from a Forgotten Realm, Part 11, Dragonborn. Mithril sat at a table in a dark corner of the inn, nursing a glass of red. She swilled the glass and watched the dark liquid swirl hypnotically. The elf had been gone a while. She knew he'd come back eventually. He disappeared sometimes, only to return after a while. She understood the need for privacy. Time to think. She took a long swig of the wine and hummed to herself in satisfaction as it warmed her throat. At least the elf had a home. She'd had a home long ago. It was gone now, at least to her. It seemed such a long time ago that she'd found herself at the portal's exit, cold and alone, a stranger from a faraway land. She soon discovered that here Dragonborn were rare and the chromatic openly shunned. Her hand twirled at the short stub of one of her tendrils, hidden below the others. It had been a painful lesson to learn. She had fled her world as it burned. She had been royalty, next in line to the throne. That had been before the demons came. Her people had always been careless with magic, and drawn from power anywhere they could find it. It was obvious to her now that of course it would only be a matter of time until someone drew too deep. It had been a young Red, of course. Miriel, her twin brother. He'd been so sure of his power, always the confident one. Too confident. Worst of all, it had been a stupid party trick. Like so many men before him, he'd been stupid to try and impress a girl. A beautiful blue princess. Myth tried to remember her name, but memories get fuzzy with time. Miriel had fought to impress her by summoning forth an imp from the abyss. He was drunk though, and lost control. The portal didn't close as it should, and that's when it happened. The demons came, wave after wave of flesh and blood. Her home the epicenter for their demonic invasion. Miriel had been the first to fall, torn asunder. The princess had been second. Within the day it was over. Nearly everyone was dead. Myth had fled, fast, using her magic where she could to evade the demons. She'd made her way to the library, set it ablaze around her, and grabbed a magical book with secrets of plane shifting held within. She'd focused on the text as best she could as the flames swirled around her, hiding her from the demons' prying eyes. The next thing she knew, she'd blinked into a dark cave, cold and naked. There had been nothing but candlelight around her, and a single chest, where she found a beautiful blue robe, a soft leather belt, some sandals, and of all things a rusty sword. She didn't know what sweet soul had left the equipment for her, but she took it, swearing to return it one day. She had kept that promise. She had been confused for a long time, and she'd wandered the forests for a while, but finally she had found the city of Neverwinter. She'd soon found work as a sorceress for hire, and the rest, as they say, was history. She looked round the rough inn. The clientele left much to be desired. Many averted their gazes as she looked their way. One muttered something under his breath and stomped out into the night. All in all, better treatment than she was used to from the humans. She'd be charged over the going rate for the rooms, of course, and she imagined they would be meagre, but she'd got used to a more common lifestyle. The words of a pirate had jarred her though, had reminded her of days she'd rather forget. You see, she'd given Miriel the scroll to summon the imp.